Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2703 of What You Up To Now. She being me, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, documenting my journey originally as I came online from the brick and mortar corporate world of businesses to figure out this internet thing. Following my divorce, I was like, okay, I'm old enough to retire, but I really don't feel like I'm done yet. What am I going to do? I've always been curious about the internet, dabbled in a couple teeny little pieces of it, but never really jumped in with both feet to figure out what does this online business stuff look like. I was beginning to get curious and interested in helping other people to have both a foot in the offline brick and mortar world and the online world, in addition to, and just like I had in the corporate world and owning my own businesses. I found that there were huge advantages to that. And I came to believe there were huge advantages to having both an offline and an online presence. And nowadays, with everybody walking around with a cell phone, it is imperative that you have some sort of online presence for yourself as a human being and as a business or business owner, if you happen to be one. So today we talked about creating our own motto and our own code of conduct. Now, we already have, whether it's written down or not, guidelines and lines we will or will not cross for different areas and aspects of our life. But have you done this for the area of contribution, how you interact with the rest of the world? I have, because I've done this before, but a lot of people haven't. I would say the vast majority of people on the planet do not have a personal motto. Mine is be loving, love being, be you. I've had it since probably a year or so following my sudden cardiac arrest. That it just speaks to me on so many levels, and it means so much to me, but it helps guide me in terms of what I will and will not say yes to, what I will definitely say no to. And it just makes life so much easier because I'm living in accordance with to who I really am at the core, my authentic who I really, really am. And my code of conduct supports that. The things I will and will not do support that. For the most part, once in a while I slip and I make comments on social media, which I was thinking about this morning. It doesn't really line up with how I want to show up in the world, my code of conduct, personally or professionally. So I need to just turn off the phone and turn off the social media nonsense. Anyway, that's just about me. So I shared both on a personal level for the Be a Better You annual challenge and in the Supersize Your Business group, how you create a personal motto or a business motto, a code of conduct for yourself or for your business. And the only difference really is when you're doing it for your business, I say involve other people, involve key people in the organization who are interested in contributing, and do that together. So do it as a team. Don't just you say, this is our motto, this is our code of conduct. Now, as the owner and leader of the business, you maybe need to start out that way, just creating one, but then get people involved and make sure that there's buy-in and input, and it aligns with the overarching organizations, your products and services, etc., the people you're here to serve, the problems you're here to solve in the world, etc., to make the world a better place. So I shared that. I shared some examples of different businesses as well as personal mottos and codes of conduct. I will just share one here. Let's do Patagonia, because I actually love the Patagonia brand and business. Their motto is, we're in business to save our home planet. We're here to save planet Earth. That's what we're in business for. Their code includes sustainability sourcing, activism support, and employee volunteer programs. They are a beacon of good in the outdoor fashion industry. And then I shared Warburg Parker, which is Do Good, Buy a Pair, Give a Pair program, which I love that program. Tom's, I think, does that still as well. So there's a few companies in different industries that have really incredible giving back programs built into their business model and into who they are, their identity. Social impact integrated into every sale. I love that. That's, to me, it speaks to me. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for people that say, oh, I want to do business with them because of this. That gives us a competitive advantage. For our personal, we talked about different ways to create your own one. And like I said, I created mine following my sudden cardiac arrest. It took a sudden cardiac arrest. It took a death experience for me to say, okay, I need to get more aligned. I'm all over the place. How am I going to bring that all together and become the best possible version of myself? Thus, who knew? But in 2010, I was planting the seeds in my subconscious to roll up to my conscious when the time was right, which happened to be 2025, that we would do an annual challenge about being the best possible version of yourself. All right, what else have I got going? So much going on. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.